lives of Madiba and the Mahatma overlapped in chronological terms without them ever being in personal contact.
They did, however, share many ideas and ideals, and even spend time in the same jail, but years apart.
These parallels and points of contact were celebrated at 2 exhibitions recently, and Fadeen went to brush up on his history.
The old fort on Constitution Hill was where Fadeen met the exhibition's curator, Birad Yajnik.
Birad, nice to finally meet you.
Hi, welcome to the exhibition. Let's go to the first room.
Great, lead the way. Birad, now we walk into this room, you told me digital. I'm seeing just normal boards, what's going on?
If you see, there is a fabric that's dividing the 2 great icons in front of you.
Correct.
The fabric is homespun, signifying Gandhi, and it's united together with African beads, signifying Mandela. So if you come down over here, and if you see the installations that we're going to be sharing with you, it's going to be the making of the Mahatma and Madiba. That's about their younger days. I think South Africa was blessed. Interestingly, just to let you know, Gandhi left the shores of South Africa in 1915, and Madiba was born 3 years later in 1918.
We lost one, but yet we gained another.
Absolutely. Let me show you the first installation that we have. I think we're going to be discussing a lot more about the younger days over there.
Let's do it, Birad. Very exciting. Okay, Birad, now I can see digital, I see some screens and some beautiful photographs.
But before we go digital, let me share with you these wonderful photographs of Madiba and the Mahatma. We have a digital interface over here which actually gives you access to a lot of information. As I told you, this was the transformation.
Sure.
So you have access to the first interview of Madiba. So if you do a touch screen over here and go touch, and you have the first interview which was ever recorded. The other engagement piece that we have over here, which I'd like to share, is an interactive quiz. We have a quiz which is called... Please go for it.
That screen.
I hope you don't get a question wrong because the lady is going to answer that.
I think this one I could get it right. I think he had 5.
Oh, you got that wrong?
6, close.
Why don't I show you the next part of the exhibition, the legacy of 144 years.
Please do, Birad.
As I was mentioning, a legacy of 144 years. Gandhi was born in 1869 and Madiba passed away last year. So we've tried to encapsulate their life and some interesting things about their life on this interface.
Okay.
I don't think so Gandhi would be very happy, but I'm going to share Gandhi's school records with you.
Oh, okay, should be interesting.
But actually, to be honest with you, he was a good student. Okay. If you actually leaf through the records, you also see the scholarships that he got.
But Birad, all this information that you put together, it must have taken you forever.
It's been an interesting ride, actually, to be honest with you. In 2010, I released my book on Gandhi. It was a photobiography on Gandhi. So I did have a lot of information on Gandhi. But to collect information on Madiba, I have had so much help from all the people in South Africa. I'd like to share with you the last installation of mine, which is called Parallel Lives. I couldn't think of a better way to show people over here that how parallel their lives were. For example, let me show you. I've got a photograph of Madiba with boxing gloves on. At the same time, I have a photograph of Gandhi with a stick. He says, I have the ability to hit you. I choose not to hit you. That's non-violence. I'd like to share with you 2 floral tributes that we have over here. We call this floral tribute the prisoner. It signifies Robben Island and the 27 years Madiba spent over there. At the same time, I'd like to show you the second floral arrangement, which we call Satyagraha. It's Mahatma Gandhi actually lying down in fast.
Now this is truly a thought-provoking exhibition, full of art and technology and information. Tell us a bit more about this exhibition.
It's a thought-provoking exhibition, but I must tell you it's a very simple exhibition, because the idea of it being simple is very important. That's something I learned from these 2 great icons. They communicated with simplicity. And I think that's what we've tried to really show in this exhibition.
What were some of the parallels between the 2 figures?
They both were influenced by their mothers in younger days. They both had to fight the system to practice law. They both gave up law practices, which were making a lot of money at that time, to fight for a cause. That's just the start of parallelism.
Birad, would you say this kind of format, digital, actually helps to understand Gandhi and Mandela better?
It's not only digital, it needs to be engaging, it needs to give a reaction to the user. I think that's what's the whole part about user engagement now.
Next up, Nelson Mandela Foundation. Can't wait to see it.
The Mandela Gandhi Wall is installed at the Nelson Mandela Centre of Memory.
We are in the heart of Houghton at the Mandela Foundation for the second leg of this exhibition. Let's go check it out.
Combining photographic images with interactive technology, the wall is linked to multimedia display features, including cloud-based videos, which can be downloaded and played on your smartphone. The official opening was attended by dignitaries including the Indian High Commissioner, Shri Virendra Gupta, the CE of the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Selo Hatang, and the Mahatma's granddaughter, Ila Gandhi.
Madiba was always insistent that there were many others in the struggle whose stories needed to be told. And what better occasion than this?
Today, we are struggling with issues of racism in our country, but also throughout the world. How important then is to heed this legacy both for us and for the world.
How do you feel seeing your grandfather's legacy here today?
I feel really very happy because I think for a long time we have been trying to promote this legacy of both Gandhiji and Nelson Mandela because we think that it is the answer to the problems that humanity is facing today.
Ella, I have to ask, you got to tell me, what is it like growing up in the house of Gandhi?
I feel so privileged. In a sense, it has given me a chance to learn many things which, if I wasn't in the same house, I wouldn't have learned.
I think the exhibition went really well. The evening was fantastic. The kind of response we got was pretty good.
It's very difficult to say what I have learned today because we are living in a continuum with the kind of legacy that Madiba has left and the kind of legacy that Gandhi has left.
I think it's very important for South Africans, especially the youth, to understand Mandela and Gandhi's legacy, mostly because they were such selfless people, and that should rub off on many generations to come, hopefully.
The philosophy of nonviolence is relevant in South Africa, in large part because all of the movements that were built by Gandhi and that have been built by South Africans in the last 100 years for nonviolence and with nonviolence still have the same power and the same strength to make positive change.
Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi have fought for equalities, freedom and democracy in their respective countries. They've shared the similar sort of struggles and have inspired millions of people across the globe. But this high-tech savvy approach from this exhibition will certainly relay the message much better to people of my generation. Remember, the message hasn't changed. It's just been delivered in a much more today way.